back at it again, and we've got one with Candace Owens. Well, I don't think have we checked out, when's the last time we checked out some Candace Owens? I feel like it's been a while, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Anyway, we got some Candace Owens today, baby, all right? But before we hop into it, hit that like button, and if you're not subscribed to the channel already, hit that subscribe button down below and join the family, all right? Join the family and make sure you guys are following me on social media. Those links are down below in the description box. Instagram, Twitter, Truth Social, Discord server, all of that good stuff is down below. And with that being said, let's dive in.
I see people whose country has been ravaged by atrocity after atrocity, earthquakes, hurricanes, the Clintons, like these people are hopeless, and they are trying to make it to the land of opportunity. I'm not having a whole debate, but as a Christian, I feel compassion for those people. The imagery, when it first hit, looked terrible, right? Now, even looking at this, it does evoke. Like, I would love for you all to look up a study by the American Psychology Association about racial trauma, right? Because it's really a thing, and it has a similar effect as PTSD. Any soldiers out there, you might know what I'm talking about. But with that PTSD, looking at this, it makes me think about slavery. Okay. Now, they came out with and I'm gonna finish quick, with respect. The story about the whips, I was like, wow, this is effing horrible, right? But I see people in a really destitute, 15,000 people who are starving, who are just seeking a better opportunity. And I see them being...
And there's a proper way to do things. Listen, if we would have put up a nice wall that, you know, people couldn't go under or couldn't go over or couldn't go through, if we would have had patrol officers, enough of them, plenty of them, to patrol the border as well, to make sure nobody's trying to mess with or get through the border wall, you wouldn't have images like that. But no, we just want, all you got to do is just walk across, like nothing here. But it's, you know, like it's like, I'm not saying that you should be harming folks, but I mean, it's just like, when you don't take the measures to prevent these types of things, then bad things can happen. And I think that situation was proven to be false, wasn't it? If I remember correctly. I could be wrong on that, but let me know in the comment section. Like, they weren't actually like whipping people, if I remember right. But let me know. I could totally be wrong about that. But anyway.
Exploited by the media, by this administration. Listen, when the Mexicans were at the border and Trump was in office, all of these same Democrats, AOC, Pelosi, Schumer, they all ran to the border, right? Trump is the worst person in the world. But I was the one standing up in the dark, the lone voice, saying Obama's immigration policies were atrocious. Trump's doing the same thing. Now Biden's doing it all over again. And flip-flopping Kamala 2 months ago said, I can't do anything about immigration. It's out of my hands. It's too much to handle. The fact of the matter is, Democrats nor Republicans have figured out immigration, period.
I would say, yeah, well, we didn't have this going on when Trump was president, though, obviously. The numbers that are coming in right now are like nothing we've ever seen before. And I think a wall would work, but also maybe not, because they're taking flights. Yeah, why do you think they're coming now?
What? I was going to say, I disagree with Republicans not having the answer to, you know, immigration, especially on the southern border. The answer was a wall that you can't go over and you can't go under. There you go. There's a wall. I'm not saying that solves the entire issue of immigration. You know, someone somewhere is going to find some type of way to get around or through or over, you know, somewhere. Some type of way. But I feel like that would drastically slow things down. But then on top of that, you take other measures. You know, as Obama joked about the other day in a video that we checked out, we could have a moat. We could have a man-made moat or river that we create, and I think there's already a river even there. And maybe put some crocodiles in it, some vicious beast in that moat or that river. We could also hire more border agents or patrol officers. Okay, we could give them police dogs. Okay, that could catch people. All right, so we don't have to harm people. Well, I guess getting bit by a dog is kind of painful. Okay, but it's better than being shot. All right, it's better than that, of course. So you have that as well, and I think that would really solve the problem. I think those three things would solve the problem, or really two: a wall, more patrol officers, and possibly dogs as well. I guess technically that's three. More dogs, because I think they already have dogs. But anyway, y'all let me know what you guys think the answer to fixing the southern border is. Let me know.
Those Haitians weren't.
Yeah,
there
why
were
do you think they're coming
thousands
now?
coming to the border when Trump was president.
No, but-
like people come to America.
We did not have a surge.
People come to America. Most of the people here
Let's be realistic.
today.
We did not have a surge of Haitians
Okay.
showing up at our
All right.
border when Trump was president. So I'm just asking a question. Why do you think they're coming now?
You know what? The world is in a destitute place. We were ravaged by COVID, whether you believe in COVID or not. The economy was shut down. There's been a lot of problems. Like America has a problem with black migrants.
What?
With migrants of color. When they were rounding people up, I didn't see one Russian person in handcuffs. Like when we had the raids in New York, when I used to have to go to make sure that ICE wasn't beating the crap out of people,
Wait.
it wasn't in white neighborhoods. So you mean to tell me white people aren't here illegally?
America has a problem with black immigrants. Are you or brown immigrants? What are you saying? I want to get this straight from you.
Well, I don't.
Are you including Mexicans?
Yes.
Do you know that they account for over 50% of all of our immigrants? So we have a problem with over 50% of all of our
Get it.
immigrants.
But what about the Asian immigrants?
Well, they can't run over the border, so they actually come in legally.
So
Asia's
wait,
pretty far.
Wait. We've been here before.
Yeah.
We've been here before.
How many
There are
Asian-
two borders. People sneak into this country of all walks of life. Stop making. Just
How
give
many
people- just
illegal
give-
Asian
just-
immigrants do you
just-
think we have in
just
America?
Give people the truth.
I'm telling you the truth.
Everybody comes into the country, and Democrats and Republicans alike make these exploitative mockeries of immigration by just pointing to the ones who are of color, who are politically
That's
poignant.
not true. African
When we
immigrants
talked
come
about-
here
when we
legally.
talk- when
No,
we-
this is just
when-
not true. Hulk, I can't just let you say something
we
that
just
just
make-
makes no sense. Okay?
African
immigrants come here legally. Asian immigrants come here legally. They're separated by oceans, so yes, that's the
African
reason
people
why.
come here illegally as well. What are
But
you
not
talking
in the
about?
issue that we have right now. Not in a
What-
surge. Yes,
what
there
do
are
you-
some.
what do you-
Yes, there
like,
are
what are
some
you
illegal
saying?
African immigrants. There aren't
Listen,
200,000 at the border trying to come in. Okay, that just is not
Facts.
what's happening. Be realistic.
You
It is
paint
the
with
illegal
these-
immigration problem is almost exclusively a problem that's happening at the south of the border.
You paint with these wide brushes and you deny people the truth. You
You're
know
not
what?
painting with
Do me
any
a favor
brushes
to
right
everybody
now.
who's watching. Stop listening to people on TV and read a effing book.
Okay,
Go
let me-
out
let me-
there,
I
brought up
go
Thomas
and
Sowell, you
use
told me-
Google
Let me
and
jump
figure
in.
these
I
things
brought up
out
3 Thomas
yourself.
Sowell
Let me
books.
jump in.
Listen.
I brought up 3 Thomas Sowell books, and you shut
Thomas-
those down too. So
Thomas-
do you like? What
Thomas
do you
Sowell.
want?
Let me interject. Right?
John Henry Clark.
Let me interject. Let me interject.
Let's talk about black authors who I read. Like I'm a huge fan of
Let me-
James.
Of course. See that was gonna be the next thing that I was gonna get at. It's gonna be leftist writers that he wants. Just because it was Thomas Sowell, he's a hypocrite. Just like the rest of the people on the left. I mean, they're all hypocrites. He literally just said, read a book. She said, hey, I mentioned Thomas Sowell's books. 3 of them, to be exact. Oh, well, he's a right-wing guy. I'm talking about the left-wing folks. But you just said read a book. Reading a book shouldn't have anything to do with left or right. It's reading a book. They're all hypocrites. Every single one of them.
James Baldwin. Like just because I don't read thank you. You can clap. You can clap. It's all right. It's all right to be a lone person in the majority.
No, but-
It's really okay. It's real, especially when people are trying to suppress your thoughts.
Nobody is suppressing your thoughts. I'm suppressing what is actually incorrect, and I'm correcting it, and you're getting upset. And when I correct it with an actual book, you say that book is not good enough. And then when I correct it with an actual fact, you say go read a book.
This is very simple. We have immigration laws. It's very simple. If you want to come through a port of entry. Nobody gets rejected at a port of entry. You go through a proceeding. Now, if you go under the fence, you go over the fence, you start getting caught out on the Rio Grande, yeah, you're going to get detained. It's very simple. It's very simple. We can work on some of our immigration laws, but we do allow more immigrants in our country than any other country in the world. Millions a year, legally.
And the overwhelming majority are immigrants of color. So I'm slapping down your lie that we're somehow
let's
racist in terms of the immigrants that we're accepting.
No, but you stop talking when she talks. That's what I'm saying. Go ahead,
you've been talking for like, you got a whole show going on. I'm just gonna say this.
It's like a breath of fresh air to some.
When we talk about racism and you talk about the bias against people of color, I mean, the Border Patrol agents are 60% Hispanic. So most of the Border Patrol are people of color in the first place. So I don't believe in the racism that you are portraying. When I look at what happens with AOC and them running to the border when Trump was in office because they were trying to draw attention to make Trump look bad. Now they don't want to go to the border because they don't want you to know what's happening. You're talking about 15,000 people. Not only have they came over here illegally, not only have they breached and pretty much invaded our country, they do not have satisfactory conditions that they're living in. We cannot offer them proper food. We cannot offer them proper housing. We cannot offer them safety. And the reason why they're coming
here. We can do that for Afghanistan.
The reason why they're coming here is because our administration is pretty much telling them it's an open border. You come here, you get in, you have amnesty. That is the reason why they're coming here and putting their lives on the line.
I'm with you, right? I'm with you. Like, listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying.
I think that was like 40 seconds right there. I did that in 40 seconds.
I'm going to do it real quick. I'm going to do it real quick.
No, he's not.
No, he's not.
As a Christian.
No, he's not.
Yo, me and Candace said the same thing. Oh, man. Hey, shout out to Candace Owens. Great minds think alike. Great minds think alike. I got love for you, girl. Got love for you. Oh, man. That was hilarious. No, he's not. I got to play that back. That was great.
Listen to what I'm saying.
I think that was like 40 seconds right there. I did that in 40 seconds.
I'm going to do it real quick. I'm going to do it real quick.
No, he's not.
As a Christian.
No, he's not.
Probably won't, right? As a Christian.
Like a black pastor.
As a Christian, if people are fleeing political persecution, they're fleeing a country ravaged and devastated, I have a heart. I care about people.
Do.
Now, if you want to talk about this country, the Democrats.
What's the point of having laws if you don't enforce them? Come on, man.
Saying, hey, it's an open border, it's a lie, bro. Okay, listen to what I'm saying. Let them saying. This is why I can't finish in 40 seconds.
No, understand.
Listen, you're saying they're encouraging them, saying them that it's open
What
borders.
I'm saying is a lie.
The problem is what politicians say to you and what they actually do is not a new concept. That's American as apple pie. So they're saying, yes, when Trump is in office, come. Now, they're in power. They're like, stop. I can't do anything for you. Like, I'm not here to argue politics. I just love people.
Yeah. I also want to say that to that point earlier that you said about PTSD, what did you say, post-black syndrome or something, which is akin to people in the military. Racial trauma. And you said when you saw these whips, or, same with slavery, which you said is akin to PTSD of people that were in the military. And you said it's a similar thing that you experienced when you at first thought that people were being whipped. The Haitians were being whipped.
Imagery has an effect.
I do want to also say, just like out of respect to the military men that have PTSD, they actually served in the war. You were not actually a slave. I find that to be a bit offensive.
Wait.
The last thing I want to say.
No.
The last thing I want to say.
You absolutely,
it's ridiculous to say that you have PTSD means a trauma that you suffered, that you experienced.
I will not allow that to ride.
You weren't a slave. You don't have PTSD from slavery.
And racist system.
Where were you whipped? Where were you whipped at a horse whip?
Under the 13th Amendment of the United States
with a law degree
Constitution.
and no education.
When you bash
from
people
slavery
like Naomi Osaka, who has mental issues, you bash people with mental illness. That's what you do.
And you just
you're trying to spin the story here.
You bash people who have mental illness.
He said, and you just called a race hustler?
That's what you do.
And you just
You're trying to spin the story here.
You bash people who have mental illness, so of course you would
Well,
dismiss
yes, you know what? I
the
think
whole
it is a
theory
mental
of
illness
racial
if you
trauma.
think that you're suffering from
Of
PTSD
course.
from slavery, you've never been a slave. I'm not
Of
bashing you, I'm just
course.
calling
It's
it
the
out. That
after effects
PTSD
of
do not
slavery.
correlate it to the
It's
military men who are
racism
suffering
in
from something
America.
they actually...
Hey, shout out to Candace Owens. That is a fact. That is a fact. Now, listen, have I seen images of slavery that have evoked some emotions out of me? Yeah, of course. You know, seeing some of those images of, you know, black people with, you know, the scars and the marks and, you know, just these different images. Even like the image of Emmett Till, you know, with the face beaten in and all. Yeah, of course. But that's not PTSD. You know, like they evoked some emotions, you know, initially when I was looking at them, like, man, that's went through some bad stuff, you know, and it's no secret. It's no secret. We can all acknowledge that. But that's the past. To say that you have PTSD today because of, you know, like you might have been sad, shed a few tears, you know, but that's not PTSD. And it is a slap in the face to our men and women in the military or that have been in the military that do suffer from PTSD. I know someone personally, actually 2 people personally, that were diagnosed with PTSD. You know, and one of them takes medication. The other one, it's not that bad from what he's told me or been willing to tell me, I guess. Because, you know, you never know. And I don't want to dig too much on that. It's a sensitive subject. If you want to tell me, fine, you know, but I'm not gonna, you know, I just don't feel comfortable like digging into that, you know, if somebody's not comfortable sharing it. But from what I've been told, it's okay. But one of his buddies, it's not good. It's not good. You know, from having images replay in your mind, and I can only imagine, you know, that can give you true PTSD. Like looking at some old images of, you know, I personally don't believe that's can give people PTSD. I don't think that's what, you know, but that's just how I feel. I'm not like a medical expert. Okay, I'm no medical expert. Let's put that on Front Street, but that's just how I feel about it. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about it in the comment section below. Shout out to Candace. Shout out to Officer Tatum. They definitely brought some absolute facts. Officer Tatum called him out as the race hustler he definitely is. Like, my goodness gracious. And I love how Candace Owens called him out as well. Especially the part where she's, no, he's not. We were on the same page with that one. But like I said, y'all let me know what you thought about it in the comment section below. Like, share, comment, and of course, hit that subscribe button before you go. Peace and love. I'm out.